Hey y'all, let's talk about the perfect braid out. Check out this definition and these curls. I was able to create a vertical bob using this braid out method. So stay tuned to figure out how I did it. So of course I used the Pure products. Here are the products that were used doing this braid out. You also need a few other things like a spray bottle, comb, and a dimming brush. And also, let's not forget those clips. So let's get started. First things first, I have freshly shampooed and deep conditioned hair. And now I'm just showing off my tresses and how my curls are looking. So how I achieve this look is I use moisture shampoo as my moisturizing shampoo to keep my hair extra hydrated and moist for this style. And then I went ahead and deep conditioned for about 15 to 20 minutes using the revitalizing deep treatment. Let that sit on my head with a towel wrapped around. So the styling tools that we're going to use today, our products, are Comb and Curl Cream, Cocktail with a Sleek Serum to get great definition, shine. So as you see now, I'm going to damp my hair all over with the spray bottle. And I'm also going to use the strengthening leave-in as a detangler to help detangle those curls as I begin to section. Using a wide tooth comb, and let's begin to section my hair for the braid out. So what I like to do is section my hair all over of how wide the section I want to use for my braid out. I like to do at least 2 to 3 finger space of length apart for my braid out. It just depends on the look that you're going for. I didn't want my braid out to be too tiny, so I decided to do 2 to 3 finger space. So I took this one, the first 2 on both sides, right behind my ear. Now I'm just going to clip the rest of that hair out the way so that I can detangle this first section that I've created. So first I go through that section with a wide tooth comb just to fully detangle it from the ends all the way to the roots, and I'm just going to twist it out the way and clip it with a clip. Now I'm going to proceed to do that to the other side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and section my hair right behind my ear. I'm going to make that first part. Go ahead and clip that back section out or comb it back and then detangle and twist that side down and clip that out the way. So you need a couple clips for this process. I think I did about 6 to 7 braids, so you will need enough clips to clip each section out the way, and it just helps you to move faster when it comes to doing actually the braid out. So right now you see me doing my next parting space. Again, I use about 2 to 3 finger space. I'm just gonna comb it down and twist and section it and put it out the way. So keep watching. We're about to start braiding very soon. Okay, now we have sectioned out all our sections and they are fully detangled. Now it's time to get started on the first braid out. So the products we're using are the Comb and Curl and Sleek Serum, and we're definitely going to cocktail those together. Remove the clip from the first section, comb it through, and begin to put the product all over that section, fully saturating all the way to the ends of the hair. Do another little spray because my hair was drying, and use the dimming brush and go ahead and detangle and add definition. Now let's begin braiding. And you're just gonna grip hair and add it as you go. If you, this point, if you cannot do a flat braid, you can always do plaits. They still will give you the same type of definition. Once I get down to the end of these braids, I like to seal it off with a little twirl of the curls at the end. Make sure to get any knots out with the dimming brush and then twist it around. And our first braid is done. Now let's start on the second side. And I like to rotate going back and forth just to make sure that I'm keeping my braids pretty even so that one side doesn't have more definition than the other. So I've cocktailed the Calm & Curl cream and the sleek serum. Now I'm damping the hair with water, using my dimming brush to define that section and then start to braid. Because this is my shorter side, because it's been shaved, it's going to give me great definition for a vertical bob look, and I can't wait for the results. So you just proceed doing this in every section. Just go ahead and cocktail the product. Again, add water, detangle with the dimming, and then beginning braiding, detangle at the end, and swirl around the fingers. So yay, we've made it to our final section. Super excited. Cannot wait to get this braid out done. We have a total of about 7 braids in our head right now. So we'll go ahead and cocktail the Calm & Curl cream. Add a little bit of the sleek serum. We're gonna mix those together in our hand and apply it to that section thoroughly. Make sure to focus on the ends and that entire section is saturated. Damp that hair with a little water. Make sure you do not soak it, but just damp it so you have great definition and it dries overnight. Go ahead and detangle with the dimming brush. And then begin to braid it down. Now again, if you cannot braid to the scalp, you can do plaits all over. Plaits will give you a little bit more hang definition, but not too much definition at the root. But it still achieves the perfect braid out. So once we get down to the end of the braid, I like to detangle a little bit at the end and then swirl that last part around my finger just to create a uniform curl. Now we are done with our braids. Look at that. Like I said, don't focus on the parts. I'm not a stickler about those. So you're going to go to sleep on it, and then in the morning, we'll be able to take it out. So I have slept on these braids overnight. They are fully dry. And I'm about to take them out and style them so you can see how it looks. So first I'm going to spray some of the finish spray on it just to give me a little shine and a little slip. Just gonna saturate my braids with that finish spray. That adds me some moisture and some great shine. I like to put a little bit on my hand so that it has a nice slip as I'm unbraiding it. So you're just gonna start at the bottom. Let's start with the first braid that we did. And just gonna slowly unravel it. You don't want to run your fingers through this part because you don't want to break up the definition as much. You want to break it up once you get it all out, and then you can start styling it by fluffing the roots. Right now, we just want to take it very slow and do very light unbraid. So you're unbraiding it just like you braided it, but not to break up that definition in the curl. And while I look at the definition, now I like doing braid outs because it gives me some extra length, a little bit over my wash and go because my hair is stretched as it's drying. And it can give me a really cute style. Because my hair is shaved on one side, it's going to give me a great bob. High and low bob, which is going to be perfect for the style that I'm going for. If I was to do a middle part, it would probably look the same, not so high and low. But because I chose a side part, it's going to give me the high-low effect. Check out that definition. I am in love, so excited. So you're just gonna proceed taking out the braids throughout your whole entire head. Again, starting at the bottom, do not break the curls up, and work your way all the way to the top. Proceed to do this step until you have all your braids taken out. Okay, so now we're unraveling our final braid. And make sure it's all unraveled and check out all that definition we have. I am loving the look. So now it's time to fluff the roots to make it a little bit bigger. I'm gonna stick a little big here. I feel like the bigger the hair, the closer to God. So I'm gonna take my wide tooth comb and just fluff my roots up to give me some volume at the roots. You don't want to take the comb and run it through your hair because it's going to break up that definition in the braid out. So you just want to fluff the root area just to provide a little bit of volume. So I'm just going through my entire head, doing a nice fluff at the root until the style is to my liking. Do a nice shake, get some even more volume to it. Oh, I'm so in love with this look. I'm loving it. I love the definition of my face. I love the definition in the back. I'm so in love. Check out that body, that movement, the shine. It's perfect. It is the perfect braid out. So now I'm just playing with the style, getting into my liking. I am so in love with this vertical bob. I am loving the look of it and the style. It is just great. So here's me just really loving this style. So I had to stand up and get a full view of it so you can actually see the angle of the braid out. I'm loving it. It's a little bit longer on my left side than my right, and I'm just having so much fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed this step by step. And again, thank you for purchasing Pure Hair Care. Feel free to visit us on the website and purchase more products if you like at purebyyhg.com. Thanks. Have a good one.